In 1939, at the start of World War II, the young Jew, Jules Roger SAUER, receives a warning to run away immediately. It was the first time that SAUER reinvents his own history. He rides his bike for 1,500 kilometers, crossing 5 countries, until he arrives at Portugal and boards, with no form of identification, on the first ship to sail far away from the continent at war. The destination of the trip is Brazil, whose native language, Portuguese, he doesn't speak. But SAUER had always loved changes. During his first months in Rio de Janeiro, he makes a living by teaching French. One of his students offers him a job in a gemstone business in the state of Minas Gerais. While he discovers more about minerals and learns how to mold gems, he also shapes his own history and the history of the country which sheltered him. After falling in love with crystals, tourmalines, and topazes of various colors, SAUER falls in love with Zilda, the woman with whom he was married his entire life. It was she who helped him run the business. Unlike the world market trends, SAUER favors the natural size, color, and intensity of the gem, similarly to the exuberance of the Brazilian woman. It was time to come back to the former capital. In the beginning of the 1950s, SAUER's gemstones were so famous that the couple moves back to Rio de Janeiro. Rio, exotic and elegant, became a destination for Hollywood stars, who fell in love with bossa nova, the city's exuberance, and Brazilian precious stones. The coastal capital is flooded by the world's high society, whose members celebrate life at the Copacabana Palace's ballroom. In 1956, at the ground floor of the Chopin building, beside the famous hotel, a star is born. SAUER, the first jeweler to follow the pattern of decor and service of the greatest in the world. The desired gemstones are now mounted in precious jewelry. In the 1950s, SAUER gains worldwide popularity and makes headlines on newspapers abroad when he acquires the most famous gemstone in Brazil, an aquamarine named by him after Martha Rocha, a tribute to the Miss Brazil's marvelous blue eyes. But the gemstone that truly held his heart had the same predominant color of the Brazilian flag, green. In 1963, SAUER interrupts a family trip in the state of Bahia to see up close the green stones found by the garimpeiros in Salininha, to the east of the São Francisco River. They were coveted by the Portuguese since 1500. German and British specialists refused to recognize the stones, and, thanks to SAUER's insistence, he consults the prestigious Gemological Institute of America, GIA, and Brazil finally acquires the certification of the first emeralds in its history. SAUER was also responsible for the worldwide marketing of valuable and rare gems in the country, as the Imperial Topaz, the opal from the Piauí, and the Paraíba tourmaline. However, he didn't seem satisfied. He wanted to reach for the stars. During the space race, with the intergalactic thematic setting fashion trends, the jeweler decides to eternalize the universe with a jewel of multiple cylinders and diamond endings, the Constellation Ring, with which the brand won in 1966 the first Diamond International Awards, the Oscar of the high-end jewelry. The ring is still a bestseller and won multiple versions along the years. SAUER's designs won the prize twice more. In 1992 with the lunar bracelet, and in 2000 with the fireworks necklace. SAUER also reinvented his own faith. He merged his religion, Judaism, with the mysticism around stones. He frequently carried crystals in his pockets. The physical contact with crystals induces inner harmony, lessens tensions, and lends concentration to our minds. The brand's collections always value nature, art, and spirituality, elements that gave international recognition to SAUER's designs. And it wouldn't be possible to tell this brand story without honoring our main inspiration, women, the ones who design the jewels and also the ones who wear them. A jewel is born when the stone meets its true owner, gaining significance after millions of years of waiting for the one who would wear it. The brand has always innovated over the years, while always staying true to its own DNA and essence. Now, at the eve of its 80th decade of existence, it could not be different. The same brand, a new look, reinventing its own history.